Hi everyone. This video is especially for those of you who've been struggling for a very long time, who have been putting the effort in and nothing seems to work out, nothing seems to succeed, and it feels like there's a block, like a very strong block. It almost feels like something's blocking your path, and it's been going on for a very long time. In your love life, in your career, and it seems like all the effort you put in just seems to not bear any kind of fruit or result in anything, and it just keeps flowing through you and out of your fingers and out of your grasp, and uncanny situations seem to come in and almost like take things away from you that belong to you, and even things that seemed really hopeful and were progressing really well, and it was almost there and it just went. Or you were in love with somebody and you had an amazing connection, and it just fizzled out for no particular reason, and this keeps happening. So this reading is for those of you who are going through these kinds of things, and I have been for a while, and almost feel like you're just not even tired, you're just dumbfounded as to why these things happen. And so I'm doing this reading for all of you, and I'd just like to say that no matter what happens or what you go through, or when things don't work out, you don't have to spoil your life for circumstances. I know some circumstances are dire and it literally ruins your life, but if it's things like deals not going through, or somebody not reciprocating the way you want them to, don't get down, and don't beat yourself up, and don't start generalizing that your whole life is terrible. At that moment, just stop and just admire and appreciate everything you do have, and everything that you are and you have become because of your struggles and your trials and all the things you've had to go through, and encourage the best part of that. Encourage that. I'm just, while I'm shuffling, I can see these birds. So in the tree, I don't know if you can see them. Okay. Oops. Excuse me. Get that back. So, yeah. So just, more than even hoping for things to get better, or just being sore that it didn't work out, I know I've been through a lot of disappointments in my life as well. And I feel like the one thing that keeps me going is just acceptance. It is what it is. Now move forward. It's just let it go now. That's done. You let it go. Unless you feel like you still have, there's some reason to keep pursuing it, and you feel like there's still some hope there, then don't stop till you've given your last drop of effort and making that thing work. But sometimes you just have to let go, and just accept things are the way they are at the moment. Okay, let's see what we've got for today. So immediately I feel that I keep getting this card, like a lot of you have been betrayed and stabbed in the back. It could be from this reading, I'm getting a career interpretation, but I also have got it in the last few readings for love. Some of you have been betrayed. I mean, seriously betrayed. And but right next to that is the Sun. So I feel like all of you have been through a very tough and challenging and just inhuman journey, almost. Like you've had to fight with all you've got. You have the Tower. Your whole world has come crashing down. And somebody in authority here has... I'm just trying to see who this represents. I feel like this represents the thing blocking you from moving forward in your life. And there you are, just waiting. You can see all the ships over there. You see the boats. You're waiting for them to come in, but they just haven't. And here's a Chariot. You feel like you've been on this chariot forever. Like, literally forever. You've just been on and on, trying to like get there, but you just seem to just keep charioteering. Whatever the word is, I don't know. You just keep riding that chariot, and you're holding on for dear life, and you just keep going, but you're not getting anywhere. And it's a lot of work and struggle just maneuvering this thing and keeping it under control. And I feel like it's a metaphor for your life. You've been putting in so much, and you're putting in a lot. You're just exhausted, with the effort it's taken to just steer your life and keep it going down the straight path and down the right path. And you just haven't seen any results, you haven't reached anywhere. You've just been doing this, just making sure that you're on the path and you don't fall off your chariot, or your horses don't die, or your chariot doesn't fall apart. But you're feeling a bit like rattled with how much you've had to do this. And you've also had to consistently defend yourself, fight off these things that keep coming up. Like you can see these wands, they keep popping up. They keep popping up to like challenge you, to fight you, to take your place, to take what you fought for, to take what you have worked so hard towards. And you constantly have to fight these situations, people, things off, just to stand like where you're standing. You haven't really been able to go anywhere. You're just still standing there fighting, and that's been a lot of your life, just defending your position and the chariot, and not really going anywhere. And you've had a lot of setbacks. Things have just fallen apart. Things that seemed good, things that seemed right, things that seemed right on the precipice of working out, right there, they've just resulted in this, and everything's just fallen apart all of a sudden, and you're like, what the, how did that happen? Okay. And as a result, you're feeling very confused and conflicted, and like I said, you're perplexed as to how and why this keeps happening, and it just doesn't seem to make any sense. And there's a sense of like almost mystery around it. Like you're wondering, what is this? Whether you believe in karma or not, or whether you believe in... Sometimes you may even think that you're kind of cursed, or you feel like you've got some serious bad luck, and you don't know how to get out of this cycle. You're constantly in the cycle of the moon, this kind of shrouded in kind of disillusionment, and no clarity, no answers. You're constantly just wondering, what is this? Why is this going on? And you find yourself here all the time. Like, all the cups are there, you can see them, but you just can't reach them. And as you can see, and I've mentioned this earlier in a reading, where you can see the guy's eyes are closed. Like, it's right there, but none of them are looking at you. And then you've got like the You can see the jewels, you can see the prize there, you can see the garland, you can see all of it. And it seems right there, but you just can't reach it. And you have like these creepy creatures trying to keep you away from the gold almost. That's what I see it as. And you're just standing there in the shadow. This is how you feel. You're just standing there in the shadow, and this is all glistening in front of you, but you're in the shadows. And it seems like no matter what you do, you can't get there. And you have the Eight of Cups. You've had to walk away with the cup still standing there for some reason. Let me just look at this card some more. And you're walking away so disappointed, like they're right there. But for some reason, you have to walk away from it. You have to walk away from that. And it's behind you for some reason. It keeps going behind you. It keeps slipping behind you. And you keep having to walk away from any kind of victory, any kind of what's the word, abundance that's coming to you, or whatever's coming to you just keeps going behind you for some reason. But right next to that, and then your last few cards have been, I feel, an indication of where it might go. You have the Nine of Cups. So you have the Eight of Cups here, and right next to it was the Nine of Cups. So for those of you who've been in this situation for a long time and have had to walk away, and to somehow it slips away from you, the card right next to you was the Nine of Cups. And I feel like for all of you who've been struggling like this, and even though at the moment, like you may have just lost a deal, or you may have just lost somebody you love, or you may have just broken up, and you're like, oh God, this is me, and again it hasn't worked out, and again I'm in the same situation, and again I have to start alone by myself, and you almost feel like I'm just tired. Like, I don't know, can I do this? Can I continue like this? But you have the Nine of Cups, where I see you receiving what you deserve, and you're satisfied. You're feeling really happy and content. And you're like, yes, you folded your hands in this sense of like, yes, it's here. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I can just fold my hands and relax and be, sitting here. Like, he looks very happy and comfortable and relaxed, okay? And I feel for those of you who've been waiting for that sincere message, either from work or in your love life or in a relationship that you have expectations about, but things haven't happened yet. I feel like some sort of message, and this could be a message even of somebody completely new, completely removed from anything you know. This is a fresh start, a fresh offer of some kind. Okay, it's a fresh one. And right next to this card, you have the Sun. So those of you who've been stabbed in the back and having had things stolen from you which was rightfully yours, or people have tried to cheat you or take things from under you, or deceive you, or have in a relationship stabbed you in the back, the Sun is coming around. And I feel like even though you've been through this setback, I feel like somehow there's a sense of relief. And somehow I feel like all this that you've been through, it's like all the karmic debts. So I honestly don't know if I believe in karma, but if there is such a thing, then I feel like whatever we're paying for, which we don't even know about, feel like you've paid it and your time is coming. and it's near at hand, and your last challenge, your last debt has been paid. And it may seem like a really unfair and huge debt which you had to pay, but it's been paid. And now a new message is coming to you, and the Sun. And you have the King of Cups. So this is a really good card for a sense of emotional stability, you know, a feeling of being abundant in every way, emotionally and financially, because he's a king, okay? And he's a king with the cups of emotions in his hand, in his hand, and he's holding it. So I feel like a lot of you are going to find that you will start getting more and more emotionally and financially fulfilled. And for a lot of you, you've come to the realization that it's not about what you have, it's about how you feel within your soul. So you're going to be seriously content regardless of what comes or what goes. But I see, I'm going to pull out one or two more cards. You feeling emotionally satisfied and fulfilled, and you have the Magician. So in this, the Magician represents to me some sort of magic coming back into your life which was lost, which seemed to have gone, which seemed to just not exist for a while, you know. And this is good magic coming to you and restoring all the things that you may have lost, illuminating the things that were in the dark. You can see he's got like a halo and a light all around him, and he's holding something up, and that to me looks like a light, almost like a beam of light, you know. And he's shining light in all your dark places and all the things that haven't worked out, and he's showing you what is in your life. Like you can see, like he's showing you these things are there. There's a garden, there's things are blooming, things are blossoming. Don't lose hope. Things are working out, you know. But having said that, I know that you've just lost something big and you've been through something major, and it's not feeling like this right now. But I see this. It's changing, you know. And you got the King of Wands. So I feel like there is some progress from this person. This authority figure is giving you some sort of, I want to clarify why it's here. I'm just gonna shuffle a bit and see why. Oops, some fell out. Strength, you most certainly have needed huge amounts of strength, like to cope with this situation. You feel like you've been tied up, and everything is right there. The castle is there, but again, your back is to it, and you are tied up, and you can't see it. You're not being allowed to see it. It's like, no, it's there, but you're not allowed to see it. You're not allowed to go there. You have to be tied up and stay in the spot. And you've had to have a lot of strength to keep yourself steady. And let me see what else comes. Okay, yeah, again, you've been through a lot of just hanging in there, holding on. Some of you are afraid. Like, I feel like this person looks even afraid and damaged, you know. And if these experiences have damaged you or made you feel mentally unstable or like wounded, you know, like here, he's been wounded, he's been hurt, he's been attacked, and some of you are still feeling like this. You're feeling attacked and wounded, and you're just afraid. You're hanging on. You're like holding on to this, like, please don't hurt me anymore. Please don't cause me pain. I'm already vulnerable. I'm already feeling very susceptible to attack. Just please don't hurt me. That's what I get from this card, okay? And I'm going to pull a few more. Wow, this is turning into a seriously long reading, but it's okay. I feel like this message is definitely for a lot of you out there, and you need to hear this. And you got Temperance, and Temperance is about the impossible coming together and creating alchemy, you know, making gold, making taking fire and water and turning it into something usable, something beautiful, something magical. And all the things that you've been through, they're going to combine. It seems impossible, but they're going to combine to create something quite magical. That's what I get from that. And I also get that you've had to work against all odds and somehow keep the magic going in your life, even though it's been against all odds, literally against all odds. But you're still an angel, and this is your essence, this is you. I see this as you. And no matter what has happened, you've still not given up, and you're still holding on. You still have that purity about you. You're not jaded through these experiences, and I congratulate you for that. That is so wonderful and beautiful, and this is you, okay? And you just keep being this, and you are going to be, and you are that. Oh gosh, cards are just falling out. And some of you are receiving a message that you've been waiting for, work-wise, love-wise, it could be absolutely anything, okay? It's coming, the message, and it's a good message. It's a message of judgment. So if you've been waiting for some sort of judgment or verdict or something to go in your favor, it's coming, and you will get vindicated, and things will go in your favor, okay? Oh no, I'm not picking up all those. Let me see what else. What's at the bottom? Let's keep shuffling. Just gonna pull out one or two more cards. Okay, let's see what comes. What is the result? What is the result? Again, she looks like some sort of judge to me. She's going to give you some sort of verdict, and I want to see what is the result. Somebody stern and fair and steady. Somebody who's going to, give you what you deserve. And I see this as your result. It's celebration. It's the Three of Cups, celebrating life. So I see this for you. I see this coming, okay? And it's like springtime. It's a time of fruit and drinks and cheering and happiness and celebrations, and that's what's coming. And I'm going to I don't know why I feel like I need to just keep pulling a few cards. And you're going away from your troubles. Some of you are literally moving away, like you're moving to another country, or if you've applied for some sort of what do you call it? Why isn't the word coming to me? Citizenship, or trying to move away from your troubles, or you're going on holiday, or you're going somewhere where you can just heal. That's coming. Yeah, so I see you going away from your troubles, and what have we got? You've got Three of Swords. So I see you all moving away from this heartbreak, and it's still very prevalent, that's why it's coming up. It's still there. Your heart is kind of broken. But you're moving away from it. I can see that. And let's see what we have here. Page of Swords. So you're going to be able to pick up your sword again. Knight of Swords. You're fierce. You're going to be fierce after this journey. And I see this as you cutting your disappointments with these swords. And you're like, don't mess with me. You're going to get your strength back, and you're just going to move forward. And there you've got the card of victory. So you're going to fight for your life. and you're done with this. But this keeps coming up because it's still there for you guys right now. But you're just gonna pick up your sword, you're gonna get on that horse, get back up on it, and ride with a fierceness that you haven't had before. And this is your victory. It's gonna take a bit of a journey, guys. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not going to pretend that, everything's just hunky-dory, and you're going through it. You're going through it right now. And you're going to need that strength that is innately within you. And your pure soul. You're a pure soul. You don't deserve this. You know you don't deserve this. And you can't understand why. And I don't know why either, to be honest with you. Let's see. So you have the Empress, and you have the Four of Pentacles, and you have the Ten of Cups. I see you all coming to a place where you will bear fruit. So she represents pregnancy. So I see even some of you have been trying to get pregnant and you haven't been able to, and you're just fed up and you're feeling like this. You're like, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? It's happening. Those of you who have been trying for a long time, it's happening. Here, it's coming. And I see this, and I'm gonna stop, even though I'm tempted to pull out another card. I might just pull out one last card, but I see this. Eventually, this is your reality. So just look at this card carefully and feel good. Feel good, okay? And more than anything, I feel this is a state of your being. Feel this in your being, and I would say feel it right now. Feel abundant and feel the opposite of what you're going through. We have that in our control. Like, no matter what is happening, you can feel the opposite and say, you know what, no, I don't accept this nonsense. I'm going to feel abundant no matter what. I'm going to feel good. Having said that, I don't mean you block your feelings out and you push them down. That's unhealthy. Feel it, feel the pain, but also acknowledge your abundance within your own soul that you have, and your own womb of creation. If you're waiting for a baby, just fill it up with love, fill it up with abundance, fill it up with joy, fill it up with gratitude, and be the seeds for your future. So just sow those seeds. Like, you feel remorse that when you have put certain seeds in and you don't see the fruit, but you need to move on. If you want to harvest, you need to move on from that. You need to start looking for another ground. You need to start planting new seeds, and you don't stop planting seeds. And out of all the seeds you plant, this is coming, your future. So don't stop planting your beautiful seeds, okay? Or giving up hope. You have the world in your hands. This could be your baby. This could be finally getting what you deserve. And you're just standing there. And because you've been through so much, he's so peaceful and so calm about it. Like, you're not going to be like, oh my God, it's happened. Oh my God. You've just been through so much that you're finally just like, oh yes, it's here. And you're just very sober and calm, and you have a sense of stillness about you because you're feeling a sense of peace, Just a sense of peace, holding that world in your hands, which has taken you so long, and you fought so hard, and you've just gone on and on and on, that you're not tired, but you're just content in this moment. You don't feel the need to do anything, not celebrate, not make a big noise about it. You're just savoring the moment, and that's what you're doing. You're just being in that moment. And so this is my reading for all of you guys and girls, and just don't give up on yourself, That's my message for today. No matter what is happening around you, no matter what you've lost, no matter who's done what to you, no matter how much effort you've put in and haven't seen the results, just do not give up on yourself. If something fails, it doesn't make you a failure. You have still succeeded. You are still a success, okay? Because you have continued to persevere and you have not given up and you are still putting the effort in. And in my thoughts and mind and my strong belief and soul, I know that you are a success. Only the external has failed. That is not a reflection on who you are. You are a success. You are moving forward. You are still standing. You are still pure in your soul. You are still good. And oh my gosh, if that's not success, then I don't know what is. And don't measure yourself according to what other people say you should be doing, or how you should be, or what you should have achieved by now. Just be, just hold on and hang in there. And trust yourself and know yourself and be proud of yourself, because I'm proud of you for having been through all that you've been through and still standing up with this temperance and still being an angel in the world and still wanting to do good in the world and still wanting to be a good person. That in itself is your greatest gift more than anything. But I want everything for all of you. I want you to achieve this. I want and I pray with you today that you are going to break through and you are going to achieve all these things. All your wishes, all your dreams are going to be fulfilled and you are going to bear fruit, so much fruit. All the fruit that you didn't bear over all these years of struggling is going to come all at once, and it's going to be so abundant. You're going to have more than enough, more beyond your wildest dreams. And I pray that you have more than enough, and you have enough that you can share with others, you can give to others, and that love and that gratitude of having received all that you've prayed for will give you a sense of generosity to everybody else. And I pray that this is coming for you. This is your reality. This is your life. Guys, I am with you. I support you and I pray for you, and I'm sending you all lots of love. And let's break all the blocks and barriers. And I say it right now, all you blocks and all you barriers are breaking and falling apart, and you have no power over our lives, over the people watching this video. You cannot stand in their way because they are greater than you, greater than the blocks, greater than all the obstacles in their lives. And they are powerful beyond any of these seeming obstacles. So guys, hang in there and know this about yourselves, and I love you. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Bye.